Hi there! Welcome back to the Rare Book Views channel, where I use this whole thing as an excuse to talk about books more. Today, I'm going book shopping, which is one of my favorite things to do, and because I have this channel, I get to do it more often because I have an excuse. I suppose I don't really need an excuse as I'm an adult, but whatever. Today, I'm going to a charity bookshop, and it is super fun because it is sort of being rebuilt. I used to go to this bookstore, this library, and they rebuilt the entire library, and they did an amazing job. I mean, they completely leveled it, and the used bookstore of donated books that they don't put in circulation it used to be in the basement, and it was huge and kind of rambly and a little, you can go over here, and the aisles didn't really make sense, and it was fantastic. It was really fun. And now they have a brand new library, and it's beautiful. It's so great. They have a gym. You can check out a basketball. They have different courts that can be configured for different sports, and they have an elevated track and a coffee shop, and it is great. But the used bookstore, which is a very nice, well-lit, not in the basement, very orderly affair, it is in progress. So it is a little bit of a gamble when I go there. Who knows how many books there will be, how full the shelves will be. It's kind of still coming on its way, but it is pretty fun. And I feel good about it because it's all for charity and it's for a library. So today, it's kind of a new year. I am not really under the gun to do holiday shopping, but who knows? If I see something that needs to go in someone's next year holiday box, I will probably pick it up. And I think that I am almost done with my to-be-read shelf, so if I could find some fun books to read or stuff that would be good for me to read, things I've been curious about, I'll pick up all of those things. So let's go see what we can find today. All right, I had a great book shopping trip. I had a really good time. It was really fun. People were in good spirits today. There was a lot of good mood vibe going on at the library bookstore. So that was really fun. I did a lot of just browsing around. I have a list that is various levels of detail and upkeep, but today was really just kind of shopping by whims, and it was really fun. I did find a couple things for the present shelf. I have a niece who used to be into Nancy Drew when she was much younger and now wants to read true crime, and she told me that she doesn't like gruesome true crime, and there are a lot of, it seems like a lot of true crime is about serial killers. So I did find something for that box for the next one, and I am looking for suggestions. If you can think of some true crime books that are well written, that are good, that you like, and that are not gruesome, let me know if you can think of one. I also found for my fiction reading, I have been on an Agatha Christie kick, and I enjoy a vintage book, of course, who doesn't? And this is cool. I don't have this one, I haven't read this one. It is book club. I will show you that it has on the dust jacket here, it is telling me that it is a book club edition. Book club editions are fine for reading. For collecting, they're not great, and most used bookstores will not purchase these back. The reason is the original book was probably either slightly larger, and they've cut it down to save money on the paper and the printing, or they've gone slightly lower quality of the actual paper. And in this one, you can almost see the type coming through. So it's just a lower quality paper. And they, for Book of the Month Club, imagine if you are doing this and you're the business manager, what you're aiming for is, we're only going to publish one book. We're only going to pay to print one. We kind of know how many copies we already need. So what can we do so that we can take advantage of this buying books in numbers and we're in control of the game? How do we drive the cost down of the book we're selling and then take advantage of the people who are subscribing and maintain this as a business? There's really nothing wrong with that as a business model. These are just books that we're going to enjoy reading. But for collecting, not amazing. For me, for Agatha Christie, I'm just enjoying reading them, and also she was prolific. She wrote a lot of books. So I am enjoying them, and I'm okay with it. I will show you the back. The test jacket has had a hard life. It's got some chips and creases here. So I haven't decided. I might put this in a dust jacket cover, a broader archival cover, because it'll smooth it out and protect it from anything else happening, and it'll look nice. So I have some Agatha Christie's. They're probably all book clubs. I would not be surprised. And you can see that if you take the dust jacket off, it would be hard to know that this is a book club edition. I have a couple that I'm just reading. In any event, if I decide that I love them and I ever find a nicer vintage antique copy, I could just swap them out, right? I could put this on my shelf right now. I also found, this is the Louisa Alcott books. They published them in an original copy that was in this format, and then later they reissued them in, again, a slightly less expensive to produce version. And this one has a little bit of gilt on the spine. It has this nice decorative stuff going on, and then on the front it's embossed, but it doesn't have gold gilt on the front, which makes sense because on your shelf you're just going to see this, the pretty part. I can show you. I have about 8 of her books in this edition. It has the same gilt on the spine, some of this decor. It's a little more, there's a little more decorative going on, and then this is the cover. So you can see this one that I have has a little bit more color going on the spine, and then has way more going on the cover. This cost me $4. I have a friend who is collecting them, and I'm going to see if she wants it, and if she doesn't, I'll just sell it on eBay. It's definitely worth more than I paid for it, so I'm not concerned at all about that. And the other book I found, this is really great. I was on the lookout, but didn't really think about it in advance much. My sister's birthday's coming up, and she is a reader, and I found a brand new copy of Piranesi, which maybe I pronounced it. I'm not sure. This is one of my favorite books that I read last year. So good. Susana Clarke, so great. A whole world that she's constructed that you really get lost in. I really can't say anything about the plot without spoiling it. It's just so weird and strange and magical. My sister likes sci-fi, and she likes good books. So I think this is perfect, and I am really glad that I spent this money at the used bookstore that benefits the library rather than from some big online bookseller. And I'll wrap it up and put it in the actual physical mail, and she will get an actual copy instead of a Kindle copy. So I feel really good about this. Also, honestly, I think it's brand new. And I believe my copy is paperback, and my sister gets the hardback. So winners all around. I had a great time today. I found some good stuff. I found some interesting things. I hope you think they're interesting. Let me know what you think. If you like the shopping recap videos, please send me a comment or a like, or let me know if you enjoy rare books and hearing me talk about them. Please subscribe. Thank you to everybody who has. It is so fun to hear from people who also enjoy a good book and a good copy of a book, and I enjoy all the suggestions. People have given me some great suggestions for my shopping quandaries, so I appreciate all of that, and I appreciate everyone watching. Thank you very much. Happy reading.